Morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. So basically I wanted to talk a little bit about the videos that I do. Most of the videos that I put out are based on me, what I deal with, and what I go through on a day-to-day basis. Some of the videos you see, like the art videos, the cooking videos, and all that, are things that I like doing. And I wanted to throw some of those in there. Like the holiday videos and all that stuff. I love holidays. And I want to share some of the holidays with you. That's why those are in there. The budgeting videos, I am learning how to do my own bank accounts, and I'm learning how to budget, and I'm learning how to use a debit card. That's why those are in there, to kind of talk about what I go through day by day with budgeting. I talk about a lot of the budgeting challenges that I go through. I talk about some of the mistakes that I've made with budgeting. And I do talk a lot about safety when it comes to budgeting, banking, and all that. So I do have an online bank. I do my banking online, so that way I can look at my bank account and keep track of what goes on in there. That's why I started those. That's why I started those videos, is to give you guys kind of an idea what I go through on mostly a day-to-day basis. I also, like I said, I love art, and I want to share some of those videos. I love cooking, again. A lot of the roleplay videos that I do is based on a lot of things that happen to me. Excuse me, I need to get my coffee. Sorry, I left my coffee on the table. But yeah, a lot of the role plays that are based on me, of what I've done or what I have gone through. And a lot of them are fictional characters that I place in certain situations, because you never know if you're ever going to be in those situations, and to talk about what would you do if you were in that type of situation, how would you get yourself out of it, kind of thing. It's mostly based on trying to advocate for yourself, and there's certain ways to advocate for yourself, and there's different types of situations on what would you do if you're in that person's shoes. But mostly, some of the situations I built on is based on my life and what I've had to deal with. That's why those are in there. And I do have a video that talks a little bit about that too, on why I did some of these videos. But I wanted to share a little bit more. I do have a lot of stuff in there that talks about the mental health, like anxiety, depression, bipolar depression, all kinds of other stuff in there. And that also all has to do with what I deal with on a day-to-day basis. I will talk a little bit more about that once I figure that what I have put on YouTube. I have a lot of videos, so it takes me a minute to figure all those out, but basically, like I said, a lot of the videos I put on is mostly my struggles on a day-to-day basis between the bipolar depression, the anxiety, the bullying, in one of the videos I talk about how to deal with emotions, because I struggle with dealing with emotions, so I thought that maybe doing a video about it. I'm not sure if someone else has an issue with dealing with emotions, but I know I do, so I figured if someone else had an issue with it, maybe, dealing with it together, kind of thing. Like, I could share with you a lot of that. I also did a video on self-esteem. I have a lot of self-esteem issues, and I think that has to do with the bullying I had back then in high school, or back in school, and most of my adulthood. I've been bullied a lot, so bullying does affect your self-esteem, and so that's the other reason why I put the self-esteem in there, because I have a lot of self-esteem issues, and I know that sometimes maybe you guys have self-esteem issues too, and I get that it takes a lot to figure out, with the self-esteem, it's hard, and I know that. I struggle with it on a day-to-day basis. But I do have a good support system where they make me feel good about myself, and if I ever have very low self-esteem and I don't feel like, I'm worth anything, I have other reminders that remind me that I am worth something. So, and it does help to have a support system. But, I mean, things like that, like, I do struggle a lot with a lot of stuff. And I'm going to be making a lot of videos to show what I deal with on a day-to-day basis. Some of them because I've already done videos on them. Also, on the ADD or the peer support too, I talk a lot about my ADD. I talk a lot about my struggles with it. what happened to me during school. So there's a lot of information about that in there. And I still struggle with it a lot. I may bounce around from topic to topic a lot because sometimes my brain can't sit still. And I think that also has to do with the bipolar too. Like, I have issues with bipolar, and that makes it a challenge. But I am working with it, trying to stay on one topic, and this video talks about different topics. But like I said, I think that the ADD was one of the biggest challenge I had, and there's one thing I haven't talked about, in videos yet, and I will talk about soon, is that I also have dyslexia, which makes reading hard. So people will see the THE. I see it as ETH. So I read backwards when people read forwards. And it has taken me a long time to get better at reading. It takes me longer to read books. It takes me longer to do other things that has to do with reading. And when I was going through the Adult Learning Center, because I learned that I have dyslexia, and that's the reason why I had trouble reading. And so, yes, going through school, I didn't know how to read. Spelling was a challenge. And I still struggle to this day with reading and spelling and all that. I'm still getting help with that. It's still a bit of a challenge, but I'm still getting help with that. But that's another part of me that you don't know, that I'm sharing. And it's very hard for me to share this because, 43 years old, and I should be able to read and do all kinds of other stuff, but I don't. And it can be a challenge. It could be a challenge, sorry. And that's a lot of the reasons why I got picked on in school. Because I'm not being able to read, not being able to do things that other kids could do. And that's a lot of the reasons why I got bullied in school. Because of my dyslexia. Well, I didn't know I had dyslexia back then either. It was the same as the ADD. I didn't know I had that back then either. But it explains a lot of the challenges that I had. And talking about the dyslexia also explains why I struggled a lot in school. And I will probably do a video on dyslexia to talk a little bit more about the struggles and all that. But I wanted to let you guys know that most of my videos are based on me, what I go through, and the day-to-day stuff that I deal with. Like with my routine videos, I go through almost the same routine all the time, but I'm also trying to get some videos when I go out to do some outings. But I really can't video that much on outings because it depends on if I can video it or not, or who I have. I only have one person right now, because the videos, you may not have seen the other videos yet, but they've been out. And those for you who are new to my channel and haven't seen yet, I had to get rid of another staff person. I didn't want to, but she was being unsafe, so I had to get rid of her. I feel bad, and again, I do and I don't. I feel bad because I like the person and I didn't want to do it. But also I have to remind myself I did it to keep people safe. So, but anyway, where I only have that one person, I don't think he seems to mind that I do videoing, but I have to figure out ways to video without getting him on camera because HIPAA rules. I mean, I've gotten him a little bit, but not much. So it's okay. I mean, maybe bits here and there, but not long enough to. But anyway. So, the videos I want to try and do is I'm going to try and get a video of my husband and I going for a walk. We go for a walk out here, outside. And there's also a park not too far from here that I may take you guys in. But I may try to do some walking, try to do some sightseeing around this area. I may even try to take you guys to some beaches, depending on how comfortable the person that takes me is and how doing some outings, how he feels. That one's kind of up in the air at this point, but we'll see how we feel, I guess. But yeah, I'm trying to do more. So, yeah. And to talk about, I know some of the Julie and Junior videos you guys weren't expecting. I did it for a kids channel, but I don't have a kids channel yet. I think that's the reason why they keep ending up on my main channel that I have. So my husband and I are talking about developing a kids channel and trying to get those over there, or maybe doing a kids channel and putting all the kids stuff on the kids channel. I don't have a kids channel at the moment. That's the reason why they're ending up in there, like I said. But today we're gonna be doing a kids channel, or trying to get a kids channel on YouTube, or try to get an account for one. So I'm not doing anything for the kids channel for now until I get that channel set up. But that's the whole reason why the Julie and Junior stuff is in there. So sorry about that. It is a rainy day today. I don't know why it's raining, but it's just raining. I feel that Mother Nature's bipolar, because she doesn't know what she wants to do. If you hear the bang, sorry, that's my neighbors. They're going out. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a rundown of what my videos are about, why I do them, because I feel that some of the videos that I do, you don't understand them, and so that's why I wanted to do this video, to kind of explain why I do the videos that I do. Like I said, they're based on my life. They're based on what I've had to deal with on a day-to-day basis, and some of them have to deal with what I've dealt with a long time ago. And I may share a lot of that with you guys. A lot of the role plays that I have talk a lot about what I've dealt with for challenges, and I put it into a role play to see, like I said, to see what you guys thought of those. But I'm not going to get into all that again, because I just talked about that whole thing. But I do just feel that it's important that for me, the reason why I do the advocating videos is advocating is important to me. I need to be able to like I said in one of my videos, I didn't have a voice back then. I didn't have anyone to fight for me back then. That is why I'm doing a lot of the advocating videos, because I don't want people to get stuck like I was. I didn't have the resources back then that people do now to kind of help sum that up. And because I was put on the back burner for a while, and now that I found my voice, yes, I'm going to advocate for myself. Yes, I'm going to advocate for other people, because I see a lot of things that people do not see, or they may not even want to see them, is that people get taken advantage of. You know, people in group homes get taken advantage of. People who are in assisted living, people who live in certain situations get taken taken advantage of, and enough's enough. I hate that, And people treat people differently just because they have disabilities. That's not okay, And that's why I want to advocate for those people, because it's not okay to do all that stuff to people. And like I said, the dealing with challenges video, I deal with challenges on mostly a day-to-day basis. I don't deal with change that great, and change is a challenge for me. And so that's why I started to do the dealing with challenges video, and to do the advocating video, because I find it's very important to advocate. And I also when I started doing the Lost videos, I explained it a few times, but for those of you who are new to my channel, the reason why I did the Lost videos is because just recently, we had a loss, and somebody we know passed away. And so I wanted to talk about it a bit. I wanted to tell you how I process things, how I deal with things, and what I go through dealing with loss. That's part of it. What I go through when someone dies. I go through a deep loss, and then so I created some videos on that, not just to help me process, but to help other people process who are going through the same things. And I also deal with it a lot, and so that's why I create these videos. Some for educational purposes, some because, I want to help people who are going through the same situations, so that they know that they're not the only ones going through the same situations. That is also the other reason why I created some of these videos. I'm sorry, I'm stuffy. My allergies again. I really hate allergies. I really do. And of course, the rain, the temperature, the moisture. You go from moisture to where it's dry, and then the air pressure just makes everything hard to breathe. But yeah, anyway, that's the reason why I wanted to talk about all these things that I've talked about today, is because I was asked, why do I do these videos? Why are they so important? To clarify what some of the videos are. And like I said, most of them are what I do, how I deal with what my struggles are on a day-to-day basis, so that way people could see what I deal with. I am a 43-year-old with autism, disabilities, and challenges. I also have a lot of mental health issues. And I'm living on my own with my husband in our own apartment, and I do get some services to help me with the day-to-day stuff. I have a staff person that comes in who takes me grocery shopping, who takes me to appointments, who helps me with the house cleaning. So I do have some support to get into support. I do have someone coming in helping me with supports, with cleaning and grocery shopping, doctor's appointments, and just to take me out wherever I want to go, and to help me with certain things. And I want to bring that up too, in case people are wondering what's up with the whole deal of that. So, when I recently created this channel, I wanted to help people with disabilities to create a safe space for them. So if they had any questions, comments, anything, or if they wanted to talk to me, I'm creating a safe space for them. For people that have mental health issues, I'm also creating a safe space so if they want to talk to me about those as well. This is not just for disabilities, this is for everybody. Anyone who wants to talk, anyone who wants to voice their opinions, anyone, for, anyone who wants to come on here can come on here. It's basically for everybody who has the same situations, and for people who want to come on and just to join me. This is important to me. That's why I do this. But anyway. But yeah, this video is for anybody. I mean, yes, I did recently start off wanted to create this videos for people with disabilities. I wanted to create this video for people who have mental health issues. But I also wanted to create this for anybody who just wants to come on, watch these videos. For anybody who's struggling with the same situations, to come on and watch my videos. But anyway, this video is getting kind of long, so I'm going to end it here. Any questions, comments, let me know, and I will see you in the next one.